Alright, so I picked up this kit for $100. Just looking for a cheap set I can set up in my studio for just for general recording purposes, jam sessions. It's, you know, obviously not the best, and I want to make sure I can make it sound as good as possible. But as you can see, it doesn't sound terrible considering. It is not in great shape. Looks like it's been sitting in dust in the garage for a long time. Plus, well, I mean, if that's a tune for trash, then it'd probably be more accurate. The amount of stickers been placed on, not necessarily the best. So I'm actually going to remove the wraps and hopefully do a full stain of it. And yeah. Oh, I don't think this thing's been opened in a long time, and that is just gross. Oh, it's gonna go to the trash. Ugh. Ugh. So I went in and grabbed a wife's hair dryer, and hopefully that'll heat up the seal a little bit. But it's actually pretty good for the wrap, all things considered. And I messed up. I took a nice chunk of the wood off. Good looking shell. Man. Well, and I can't really say I'm too surprised. It's my first time ever doing this, and I suppose the only silver lining I could take out of this is that this is on the bottom of the kick drum. So, hopefully nobody will ever see it. So this one looks like it's got some water damage to it. It's a small tom. Hopefully I'll be able to sand that out. And this time I only ripped off a little bit. So I'm getting better. So for a lot of this, actually, I'm following R. David R's tips. And one of them he says is to make sure you put all of your stuff into separate containers. But I ran out of containers, so I just found out that the resonant head works pretty well. That way I know which one goes to which. Obviously this is all the bass drum stuff, so I'm keeping these separate, and these are all the tension rods. They're the same size. And I'm going to go through and clean them, because as you can see, a lot of the chrome is pretty rough, and it looks like a piece of carrot just fell out. That's gross. Alright. Oh wait, no, that's part of it. Oh, cool. You know, no big deal. Piece of carrot. Part of the drum. Who knows? So one thing I've learned the hard way, R. David R. recommends using a heat gun, and I've been using my wife's hair dryer. Now, it works, but it needs a generous amount of heat. But the other thing I learned, especially with the larger of the two rack toms, is that while you're peeling it out towards the edge, not in. There we go. And that seems to have helped with the peeling as well. Alright, so it's day 2. I think the contrast there is fantastic. That the second one over here is going to look way better than that before. You can see I was stupid and forgot to cover up the holes, but oh well. I'll figure something out. Anyways, I got a little radiator here trying to keep the place warm, because it is freezing outside. Literally, I think the temperature is about 30 right now. But it's not doing very well. It's probably only 30, 40 degrees. And I've also got a heat lamp up top, but alrighty. So I already did a little bit of sanding on it, and it just needs a little buffing on it. I made a stupid mistake of not taping the holes on the inside. So I will probably be a pain in the butt to sand on the inside. I don't know, we'll see if I can sand. If not, I'll probably be staining the insides too. But all of them came out really well. I have 2 coats on the floor top. I'm going to go through and try to clean up every single one of these. As you can see, there's some... Actually, you know that? I let them soak in WD-40 for a while, and they're looking pretty good. I'm going to spray paint them a brass color. Some brass hoops, brass hardware on it. Hopefully make it look really nice. Alright, so now I went ahead and sanded them all down with 220, and then used a little bit of spray to clean off the dust, wipe it down, and then I use some super hard shell turtle wax. It's actually meant for cars and whatnot, but gave them nice shine and sheen, as you can see right here. And they're nice and smooth to the touch now. Cleaned off every piece already. I'm going to go through and sand down each piece. Well, actually I have to wipe down each one, I should say, first. Then I'm going to sand it down. Then I'm going to spray it. This is going to be a pain. Here we go. Alrighty. Finally got the floor tom done. All of the floor mount pieces and all of the lugs. It only took a solid 20 minutes, so actually that's not half bad, but got a lot more to go. So the snare is probably what's in best condition of this kit. Obviously the head needs to be replaced, but relatively clean still. Even the bottom head isn't in terrible shape. There's a cut there. Replace the bottom anyway, since it's whatever that name brand is, CB. But the snare wires are good. Yeah. Alright, so all the hoops are painted. Ooh, that's actually not good. Good thing they're dry for the most part right now. And all of the hardware painted. That looks really bad in the camera. It looks better in context with the cherry shells. So my brother-in-law was insistent that if I did part of it, I had to do all of it. So here's the base hoops. And it looks like I have 2 giant sonic golden rings in my garage. Wow. And a bunch of little ones. This is gonna be really gold. Alright. It's the final day before assembling it all together. As you can see, my garage is an absolute mess. Oh my goodness, this isn't gonna be fun and clean. Oh well. Alrighty. That's that. Man, look at all the gold particles in the air. So the one thing I learned while doing this so far, well, amongst many other things, is that I have absolutely no idea how to make a video. I've essentially finished the entire thing, and I'll get to that in a second.
One eternity later.
What a perfect way to end that last video. Guys, it's a year later, and I still don't know how to make a video. I got a nicer camera now, but that doesn't mean anything. And actually, the entire shell's been finished, and I've had it for about a year now. It sounds alright. I got a couple recordings I'll do here. I'm actually going to bring in one of my friends who's going to drum on the kit for me. But, yeah, I still have no idea how to make a video. So over here in the corner is the kit. I've kind of got it set up to the side right now. Got another band in the studio right now. That's what this kit is. Got a video coming later on that too. But the kit's held together pretty well. The rims and whatnot have chipped a little bit over time, just with wear and tear and being moved around, especially the snare drum, but kick drum here's got pretty good coverage all around, and everything else does too, but there's that snare there. Anyways, here's a video.
So going back on that whole I have no idea how to make a drum video thing, I don't know why, but all the drum cam footage there is all panned to the left. Don't know how to fix it either, but I'm learning as I'm going. Hopefully getting a little bit better. We'll see. The one quarrel I do have with this drum kit is that the snare there is a little lackluster. It leaves some to be desired, but that's kind of expected with a cheap drum kit. I've collected a few cymbals over time too, and done some cymbal repairs and stuff, which I'll have some videos on those soon enough too. All of the audio actually you heard in the background too, all of the drums and everything in that were recorded with the that kit there too. So I've got another one I'm going to be doing here soon, and hopefully I'll actually get some footage of doing that one as well. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, you know, all those things you're supposed to do. And thanks for watching.